March 15, 2011 marks the 10th year anniversary of the start of the peaceful Syrian protest. The rest is history. History that changed Syria, the Syrian people, the region, and the world forever. The start of the biggest humanitarian catastrophe of this century. It's quite ironic that these 10 years presented us with the worst of humanity, yet the best of what humanity can offer. 10 years of violence, 10 years of atrocities, of which the world has rarely witnessed before. 10 years of systemic attacks on healthcare infrastructure and healthcare facilities, using chemical weapons, arresting and torturing healthcare personnel, weaponizing healthcare and humanitarian assistance, and targeting hospitals and clinics. For the last 10 years, all these crimes against humanity have been happening under the international community's watch. The criminals and perpetrators were allowed to commit their crimes with total impunity and with very little accountability. For the last 10 years, our Syrian American community, represented by SAMS, responded with great generosity and made a big impact, saving lives and alleviating the suffering of millions of Syrian people. SAMS programs and efforts provided over 20 million services and delivered $207 million in aid, both inside Syria and in neighboring countries. These efforts would have been impossible without the heroism and sacrifices of our colleagues, the doctors, the nurses, and healthcare professionals inside Syria, who endured the daily bombardment of their clinics and hospitals and risked their lives day in and day out to provide these life-saving services. Our impact would have been impossible without the support and generosity of our donors and members who did not waver on their support over the last 10 years. They kept on giving and partnering with us under all difficult circumstances, allowing us to respond promptly and effectively when crises arise. So after 10 years, one of the biggest challenges facing us is, where do we find hope and strength to keep on giving? It's easy to find inspiration in the people we serve, in the innocent smiles of children, their laughters, their joys, their dreams that one day they will have a home and a future outside a refugee camp, and unleashing their energy and potentials to learn and rebuild a free society. Please join our community of sustaining donors. Your gift will make a world of difference for those in need.